Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. A very good morning, children. So, in the last class, we have learned about the lightning of fire and the discovery of fire, right? How they started the firing purpose. So, let's learn some of the important points of that. They found that meat of food cooked on fire was softer and tasty better than the raw meat. So, after the invention of fire, the discovery of fire, what they think that they found the meat or a food cooked on fire was very tasty and soft than eating the raw meat, right? So they found that the fire could be used to scare away wild animals at night and also keep them warm. Therefore, the discovery of fire was a great achievement, even if it was by a chance, right? So how it has been taken place, the discovery of fire. So let's farming, how to grow the crops. Early human beings were learning new things about the surroundings, right? Perhaps someone noticed that the seed of the fruit or the cereals that they dropped on the wet ground started growing. So what happened in the early stages? The human being were learning new things about the surroundings, right? So perhaps one day what they did is they dropped the seed to the ground, the fruit seeds on the cereal that they dropped on the wet ground and started growing. It comes out of with the root surfaces. So they could get the fruits, roots and the vegetables they wanted to grow themselves. By this technique, they even could grow the fruits, roots and vegetables, okay, they wanted to grow by the them. So they realized that they need not go for searching the food. So from nomads or wanderers, right? Human beings called settled farmer. By that it is called as settled farmer, right? So let's come down for the next para. Human being did not learn everything overnight. So most of us will never, if you explain something, you will never get in a one single day. If you recall it two times, 3 times, 4 times, then you will understand one part, right? So also human beings did not learn everything overnight. So it took them several decades and centuries to observe and find out which plant grow best in which season. So nowadays we are getting all the seasonal fruits, right? By the day, without the seasons also we are getting the fruits, right? But for the early human beings, it took over decades and centuries to grow the fruits in the particular seasons, in which season the food grows, right? So, and the different kinds of soil they provide. They realize that the plant need water to grow. After that they think that if the water is main part of the plants. So without water the plant cannot grow, right? So once they learned farming, they changed from being food gatherers to the food producers. So after learning the farming process, they change the being like they are food gatherers. They collect the food from here and there, they eat, right? After that, they change into food producer. They change the way of life completely. So they change their way. Next, come to the early settlements. As human beings needed water both for themselves and for growing things, they settled down near rivers. So they both require the waters for themselves and as well as for growing the plants. So they settle down near the rivers. They start building the small houses with the stakes and the leaves. They realized that it was better to live in a group than the small settlements and the villages come up. They cleared land near rivers and sowed seeds. So it is better to be in a big group than to a small settlement. So they all came near to the river and build their houses in the river part, okay, to grow the plants. Inshallah, I hope you understood all the points of this lesson. We'll continue in the next classes. Okay, children, I hope you understand it. Allah Hafiz.